Alright, hey everyone, welcome to Saber Vision from my house. This is the draft special. I kind of said it all. I was going to put a little bit upbuild. But we got special guests today. We got Andrew Norris. He's a very good friend of mine. He was in the same town, been friends for a while. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah, this is probably going to be my last mock draft that you guys are going to know. I'll probably update my mock draft via Twitter or just write it out again. Probably, this might be second to last, but anyway, this is basically what we're going to do leading up to the draft. I understand why nobody really likes the draft, but I love the draft. He cares. He doesn't really care that much, but we're ready. This is what I've been building up to for a while, and here we go. I'm going to start off with our mock drafts. Andrew has 1 through 10. I have 1 through 33. Once we get to 11, I'm just going to fire it off just to save time. We do have a clock, so it's going to be in a couple parts because it's going to take a while. Because if it goes anywhere past 9 minutes, I can't upload to YouTube. So we have to kind of fire this off. Here we go. First pick, Cam Newton, Carolina.
I don't agree.
Why?
I just don't think that Carolina is going to really help them for offense because most players from Carolina that are any good just leave in about 2-3 years. Matt?
Yeah, that's because
for
Carolina.
them,
Nobody
but
really
I
wants
think-
to be in a team that's not winning.
All right, but I think that
It's
they
not
need
winning.
But I think they need more of a defensive threat like Marcel Darius, who I have going first pick overall.
Okay, but you can't win a game without a good quarterback. Last team they won a game with they won a Super Bowl with a bad quarterback.
Yeah, but look at the Steelers this year.
Never mind.
Look at the
Actually,
Steelers.
I'm not going to mention, just because of that hat, I'm not going to mention the last team that won a Super Bowl with a bad quarterback. If any of you remember the 2000 Ravens and Trent Dilfer, yeah. But that was mostly because of their defense. You have to have a quarterback to win. Cam is a winner. Maybe he's not the purest quarterback, but he's a winner. Second pick, I got Blaine Gabbert. I know you don't. Blaine, John Elway, Denver has been looking for the last couple years to pick the next John Elway. Now John Elway's in the building, he's going to want the next John Elway too. I mean, John Elway gave him 2 Super Bowls. Granted, it was 2 out of 5, but he gave him 2 Super Bowl victories. They tried it with Gus Frerotte, that didn't work. Tried it with Jay Cutler, because of Josh McDaniels, that didn't work. They're going to have to try it again. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if they took Marcel Darius, but Blaine Gabbert, he's a winner. He won in Missouri, just like Cam Newton, obviously not Missouri, but he's a winner. Blaine Gabbert I have a feeling could be Denver's pick because they want the next John Elway. Now, the problem with that is you are replacing a legend. That's very hard to do. Aaron Rodgers did it. Steve Young did it. Troy Aikman did it 20 years later. But anyway, that's hard to do. Blaine Gabbert's going to have a lot on shoulders if he gets drafted by Denver. Your turn.
Well, I picked Patrick Peterson because Denver has Kyle Orton, who was probably in the top 4 probably last year for quarterbacks, but everyone was just...
So you're telling me Brady, Manning, Breeze, Orton?
Well, he wasn't that... He was pretty good, though. I mean...
Top 10 he means.
Top 7. But...
Yeah, top 7. I don't think... at this point, I don't think Brady, Manning, Breeze, Rodgers is getting touched for a while.
Alright, but anyway. They asked if they still have a really good quarterback, and everyone's just looking at Tim Tebow, and I think he's not very good. Like Cam Newton, I don't think
so you need to...
So I think Patrick Peterson would be a better fit because he's really he's a lockdown safety or whatever. Corner. And I think they have a bigger concern on the defensive side.
Definitely. They were last in sacks last year though, so Marcel Darius and
it could be all 3 of
and
those.
the pass rushers. Gotta watch for him at 2. Number 2, Marcel Darius. Number 3, Marcel Darius. Buffalo Bills. I wouldn't be shocked if they took a quarterback, but in this case, there are no quarterbacks to really take. Marcel Darius is going to provide a great pass rush and just push off that line. Marcel Darius is arguably I'd say number 2 best player in the draft, and I'll tell you who the best is later. But he's going to help out that Buffalo team. Go.
I say Cam Newton because the Bills have Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Cam might sit out a year or two and get matured by Fitzpatrick,
Fitzpatrick.
and I think he maybe could be a good quarterback. I don't think he could make an impact in the NFL this year.
Yeah, he's gonna have to wait out a while. Number 4, I had AJ Green. Carson Palmer wants out. Now, one of the ways that you can make him stay is, I think it's pretty clear, the T.O.2 thing just isn't working for Palmer. I think both of them are out this year. I'm not going to lie, I think both of them are gone. Both of them are going to be traded. I don't really see them as trade bait because I don't really know who wants them. Maybe a Seattle-like team, maybe a Chicago-like team that's in desperate need for a wide receiver. Uh-huh.
Pat's no show.
You're right, Pat. You're right, Pat's no show. An incentive for Carson Palmer to stay is AJ Green. AJ's an elite receiver waiting to come out. That can help keep a quarterback there. Your turn.
I think Blaine Gabbert would be a better fit because, like Ryan kept saying, you don't know about Carson Palmer, but if he does leave or if he stays, I think Blaine Gabbert could be I think Blaine Gabbert is better than Newton. He could make an impact now, but if Carson stays, maybe he could mature him a little bit for a year, and then he could make an impact in the NFL.
All right, number 5.
Yep.
5. We both think is unanimous. I think could go Buffalo, but 5. We both agreed on Von Miller, the linebacker at Texas A&M. Arizona had a very weak pass rush before, and Von would be a great fit for them. They could also go quarterback, but I think Von Miller would be a great pick. I don't think you really have anything to say. I think that sums it all up.
Yep.
Number 6, I have Julio Jones. I think Julio's ready to be an elite receiver. I see more of a playmaker. I see AJ Green almost as a Randy Moss when he was with the Vikings, and I see Julio more as just like a playmaker, maybe a taller Steve Smith-like. I think Julio would be a great fit in Cleveland because Colt really doesn't have any great options. Granted, I think the last quarterback to win a Super Bowl with that bad of receivers was Brady because he had Troy Brown and David Patton. But, yeah. So, I think Colt McCoy, granted, I know I'm saying Super Bowl a lot, but that is the ultimate goal here. The ultimate goal isn't win 10 games. The ultimate goal is get a ring. Yeah.
I think AJ Green, I think Cleveland will take a receiver either way because they have a good running back, but they need some other weapons. You can't really win anything with just a pretty good running back. So I think AJ Green would be a good fit, but it could be Julio Jones also.
Yeah, I have to basically say that I think AJ's better receiver than Julio, and with his situation, AJ's going to Cleveland on his board just because AJ's available. If AJ's available on my board, he's going to Cleveland. But because it's not, we gotta take Julio. Next, Pat Peterson, San Francisco. I need to fire this one off. Pat Peterson for San Francisco. Nate Clements isn't getting any younger. Jim Harbaugh needs a playmaker in that backfield. You know what? Patrick Peterson is the best player in the draft to me. He's a great player. He's quick. He's fast. He's got good hands. He can even be a receiver if you want him to. He's a kick returner to something that Cleveland doesn't really have. Go.
I take Nick Fairley because I'm not sure if he'll be good because it was a
Going to overtime. Go.
It was a 1 year one. He was a 1 year wonder, and that's what most people are saying. But I think he'll stay in the top 10. He was that good, but I'm just not sure if he will make a big impact in the NFL.
All right, that's the end of part 1. We have to shut this one out because we might end up not being able to upload this to YouTube because it's too big. All right, part 2 coming up.